How y'all doing?
How are you?
How are you?
Good. I'm pretty good. Feeling good.
Other than not talking to us, what was the toughest thing about having to sit out for so long?
Just watching, my teammates compete, not being able to join them. Just inching and being there. That was the toughest one.
I'm imagining you're getting eager to add to that at some
Yeah, most definitely. Especially, Ogletree came and he lead the team in picks for 3 days, and just seeing how he getting after the ball just makes me want to be back in there. But I'm happy to be back, excited, just ready to compete.
You wasn't worried about reps for you in the preseason, whether it be camp or training camp. What do you want to get out of these next 4+ weeks to get in the right mindset and the right physical state for the regular season?
I feel like we've been doing a great job with Andre and Loco and all those guys, Casey with the conditioning part of it, being over there. But, just staying on top of that and just being able to compete. It's nothing like being out there on the field, building that team camaraderie, and just, building that chemistry with me and Gip again, all the defense. So that's what I'm most excited about, being back.
Matt said it happened while you were training before you arrived. Can you describe how it happened? Was there any concern that it might be longer than just a few weeks?
Just catching the ball and just bursting, coming out. Doing 3 a days. Just probably was doing a lot of stuff that was overcompensating one side of my body or something like that. But just trying to grind, man. This offseason was a real grind for me. I feel like I probably worked the hardest I ever worked in the offseason. So. Things like that sort of happened, but I wasn't too concerned about it because I still was doing everything. Like I told Dre them, I still was training. I trained that Thursday, ran, cut, jumped. They just wanted to take everything slow with me. Just build up, make sure everything's 100%. So we was never worried though.
We've seen you with the cards, being around your teammates during practice. Why was that important to you? And you've been doing this for a while, but can you learn anything from?
Oh yeah. Most definitely. Just keeping that mental part up, being on top of the plays, the keys, cert formation. So when you go in there, you don't miss a beat, because it's hard for some guys to, adjust being out and not being able to, being out there and go through the motion with the team to see the right adjustment. So me just having a card on the side, knowing what plays we're in, knowing our keys and tips and different tendencies, just staying fresh in my brain.
Do you and the defense look forward to a team being here with Miami Dolphins practicing the next couple of days?
Yes, of course. I feel like me and the whole team, everyone's excited for it. Everyone's ready. We've been going at it with each other for so long. And like I said, just sitting out there on the sideline, just watching those guys compete, it was fun. It just makes you want to get back out there, should I say. Not really fun, but just making you want to, the sense of urgency, like, man, I got to get back, But now we got a different team coming in here. Everybody's together, so it's us against them. No more blue against white. It's Chicago Bears against Miami Dolphins in a little friendly competition.
What do you get out of it? What does the team get out of it when you face the team before preseason?
Just that camaraderie, just knowing you're gonna go to war for each other. I got your back, you got my back. Things like that, and just having joint practices, things can get a little intense. So just seeing where everyone's mindset is on the team and see how everyone's ready to approach this week.
You had a lot of praise for Sean when we talked to you in the spring and what he can mean as a coordinator. From your perspective, what do you want from a coordinator on game day in terms of play calling, and what makes you confident in a play caller on game day?
Just putting us in the right position. Sean, he's been around for a while, and him as my safeties coach and now as a D coordinator, just certain things that he does, to help us play to our strengths, and that's one thing he's always been good at. He was here with Vic, so he kind of got that same type of feel. And we, doing a lot of different stuff. Don't want to give out too much, but just moving players around, getting us to, really reach our full potential on defense at our positions and making it hard for the opposing team.
You guys were fully locked in and in the groove in 2018. How do you describe what that confidence was in knowing that the play calling and the prep during the week was going to have you completely ready to dominate?
Just going into the week, just the energy and just the calls, you feel it. It's more of a feel thing when the players get called and you see what's coming up. And you're like, okay, we ready. Then, technically most times to that Friday, that's when you really know when you're going into those Friday practices and you get that call sheet of the plays we're going into the game, and when you start building your confidence level. And like I said, just having a guy like Sean, he knows every position on the field on defense. So, and he knows all our strengths, all our weaknesses, and he knows the positions to put us in and make plays, and that's what he's been doing.
And even if you can't say in detail, is there just something about Sean's touch on this defense that gives you hope that you personally in your position can get back to where you were in like 2018 when?
Yeah, just moving us around. Making it hard for quarterbacks to read us. If I line up on the left side, one game might line up on the right, or might play field boundary. Just keeping them on their toes so they won't just go in, breaking down film like, okay, Eddie's going to always play to the field and to the strength of the formation. I might be in the boundary, or I might not be in the boundary. I might play one side, Gip might play one side. So just keeping the quarterback on their toes, the offense on their toes, and just moving even us, like, some D linemen or linebackers, just moving people around, making it harder to read.
With all due respect to Chuck, is Sean, is that kind of rejuvenated or just, invigorated this defense as a whole, do you think? I mean, has it provided kind of new hope in a way?
I mean, it's always, us, the type of year we came. I don't know where we was ranked. We weren't number one, so it really doesn't matter. But that's always fuel to the fire for us, especially the type of defense, type of players we have. And Sean, just the energy he's bringing, that he brings. He's a younger guy. He's challenging us in many different ways, disguise purposes, being on time, just little stuff, little key, little details that he's challenging us in. And, I feel like everyone's ready for the challenge. Everyone's stepped up for the challenge so far. And I'm just happy to, just to be back out there, just to show I'm ready to fly around. I'm ready to go.
Eddie, this is the first time you've ever had a safety start next to you in back-to-back years, right?
Second, Adrian Amos, and now Gip. Yeah, so second time.
Especially if when you have to miss a little bit of time, how comforting is it to know that you're not trying to, learn alongside some new guy that you know what Gibson's going to do?
Oh, man, it feels good. People don't know how big of a deal that is, but it's huge, because sometimes come in with new guys, guys not used to playing this, not used to playing that. So you got to build that chemistry all over again, see what he's like, what he doesn't like. And me and Gip, we kind of, we go off each other. We already got the feel to each other, with the disguise purposes or when it's time for us to pass something off. My old coach, Coach A, used to always say everybody's on one thin screen. So I feel like me and Gip right now, we do a great job at that.
Eddie, I'm not sure we've talked to you since you changed jersey numbers. Can you take us through kind of your thought process on going back to 4 and what it means to you?
Oh, man, just a fresh start. 4 is my favorite number. I wore it in college, and just giving a new look. It just gives me it's my favorite number. So I don't know. I just love 4. So,
You're young again,
yeah, most definitely.
Is there a significance to why you picked 4 at Alabama?
No, it was just, that was just a favorite number to me. I always liked 4. So I wanted to wear 4 in high school, but I wore 2 just in honor of my brother. He played there. So I just went with 2, but 4 has always been my favorite number.
What's your take on Justin Fields and the excitement of the city around the team right now?
Oh, man, I love Justin, man. Justin is a guy, he comes out, he works hard, he comes out every day. He's not, he's not too big. He's learning from Andy. And just even talking about Andy, them two together, man, they're a great duo right now. And just to see the competition level, what they're going at right now, is exciting, and it's something that we really ready to look forward to.
Thanks, Eddie.
You have a good one.
What's the biggest challenge for an established veteran to come to a new team, especially after training camp's already started, and try to get up to speed?
It's just, getting up to speed with the playbook and, speaking the same terminology as, the guys that been here and been doing it. So, I feel comfortable with where I'm at. Obviously I played for a while, so I know kind of how to train myself, what I need to do to, get up to speed. And, so I just take it day by day and do it that way.
Where were you when you learned that this opportunity was going to be there for you a couple weeks ago?
It's crazy because I was actually here. I was visiting one of my teammates, Quinn, and we were just hanging out and came to watch his sister run, and spoke to all the coaches and stuff. And obviously, I did a couple workouts here before, and didn't really think anything of it. Just was going to be here for a couple of days and go back to Georgia. And it ended up being that my agent called me and asked me where I was at, and I was like, I'm in Chicago. And he was like, well, don't leave. They want to sign you. So it's kind of how that went, and it's just right timing, I would say, and I'm just appreciative of the opportunity to come in and still get a chance to play and show that I can still be here.
What's this been like this stretch here, not only getting the opportunity, but then coming in and playing well for the first few practices and catching some eyes?
It's been fun. That's it. This league is about being, production, and if you don't produce, you can't stick around, and it's just how it goes. So, I wanted to come in and, obviously, make some plays, but I wasn't expecting to, make some of the plays that I did, but God looked out for me and was able to, bless with a couple opportunities, picks and stuff like that, and just, being around a group of guys, like I said, that have played ball. So, I felt a lot comfortable just coming in and doing my part and, going out there and playing. So.
Have you ever had 6 interceptions in 4 practices at any point?
I have never had that many interceptions in a practice. I guess they're good for practice right now. Hopefully I can do that on Sundays.
I seem to remember you having a couple in regular season.
I had 5. I had 6 before. I did lead all the linebackers at one point during the year, almost the whole league. But I think it was Eddie and Xavier that were ahead of me, with interceptions one year. So
What's the key to doing that? Balls
when they touch your hands, look it in and catch it. Just right off, like I said, being in the right area, right opportunity, and cashing in on those opportunities, when it presents itself. So.
I'm curious to see what Tua brings when you face off against them tomorrow, and how does practicing against somebody with a unique skill set that he has, how can that help you guys long term?
Obviously he's one of the younger quarterbacks and a very gifted athlete. So, the way the league is, you see guys kind of like that throughout the whole year. And, for us, it'll be a good opportunity to, go against another opponent and get some good work in. So.
What strikes you about Roquan Smith?
Well, he's a damn good dog. You can't go wrong with that. But he's a guy that's learned a lot. You can tell he's mature for his age, and the way he carries himself is, top tier. So I have a lot of respect for what he does, and just all the guys here, what they've done and continue to do here. So for me, it's just about coming in and learning what I can, during the time that I'm here, and enjoying the process. So.
What's the personality like since you got in the building with him?
He's been good. He invited me to dinner the other day, and it was kind of late, and I'm like, me, I'm kind of older now, so I'm like, I need to be in bed by 9 o'clock. I was like, catch me during the daytime, but no, he's been well, man. It's been fun, getting a chance to be in the same room with him, and, obviously said, got the connection at Georgia and stuff like that, so obviously I watched him for a while, and, just watched him kind of grow through the league, and, he's definitely one of the top linebackers in the league, and so.
You started in the league for a long time, and then at a relatively young age, you're just out there. And
Yep.
What's that like, and where are you at, honestly, in your career as far as, are you just as good as you always were? Where do you feel like you are in your career at this point in time?
Like a good wine. I feel like I get better with age. No, but each year is different. Obviously, the older you get, you have to learn to take care of your body a different type of way than you did when you were younger. Obviously, because you don't bounce back as quick as you once did, and so it's learning those things, learning those techniques of, okay, now I need to make sure I go get in the hot tub. I need to make sure I go do this, do a couple of stretches, change your eating and all kind of stuff like that. So with that, I think, I played 5 games last year and then kind of went home the rest of the year. So it gave me a chance to, kind of rethink things and get actually, learn some of the stuff that I did in the past, what was good for me, what wasn't good for me. So, I tried to take all that into account this offseason and just work hard to, get an opportunity to come back out here and play and show that I can still, make plays in this league. So.
Does doubt creep in that situation?
Uh,
You still have it, that kind of.
It's just a lot of unknown. I mean, when it's a lot of guys that, you're a free agent and you're just out there in the market, and especially with COVID and stuff now, things are a lot different than what they were before. So, a lot of guys, it's definitely like a lot of unknown. And when you have that, you can have, bad thoughts, but, you just have to keep the faith and keep believing that, you are special, you can do it, and given the right opportunity and the right chance, things can work out for you. So
Much of it is circumstance. When you get out there and you look around and you see Khalil Mack and Akeem Hicks and
Yep.
Eddie Jackson, whatever, what does that do for you as far as just the opportunity? And, should you get, a chance to start or just.
Yeah, I mean, it inspires me to, come out here and do my part, 'cause like I said, you have guys like that have been around that have made plays that are, big-time players in this league. And so for me, it's about, playing at the same standard that them guys are playing at and doing, like I said, doing my part as, a linebacker and, making sure I'm ready to go. So it's kind of, like I said, it's been a little minute since I kind of had a front like that, and, but they've it's definitely inspiring to,
Part of sticking around might be figuring out a niche on special teams. Where are you at in that and trying to figure out how to prove to them that you can do more than just play defense?
Yeah, I mean, for a while, I just didn't have to play special teams. I never really I played it, my first couple of years, and then kind of when I switched to like the actual Mike linebacker, they kind of just took me off of it. So I just never really had the chance to play it. But, special teams, I definitely can play special teams. If that's what the coach asked me to do, I'm here to do that. But at the same time, you obviously want to get on the field making plays on defense and stuff like that. But, also, you have to humble yourself a little bit and understand that, you may have to play special teams, and if that be the case, that's what I'll do.
You said you had multiple.
You're in the building to watch Robert's sister.
Yeah.
Do you think if you had not been here at that time, you would be here, signed by the Bears?
I do not know. I mean, I honestly I can't say either way. But I mean, the only thing I can say is that I was here, and it did give them a chance to see me again, I guess. And like I said, it worked out for the best. And they were like, we want to sign you and stuff. And I was like, all right, I'm ready to go. So I've been working this whole, since I left the Jets basically last year, and like I said, when the opportunity presented itself, I was definitely happy and grateful, and it was definitely a surprise. I was, like I said, I was only expecting to be here for like 3 days and going back to Georgia and continue, our regimen of training and all that stuff. And like I said, when I got the call, like they want to sign you, don't leave, and all that stuff, I was, definitely happy with my wife and kid here. So.
You said you had multiple workouts here?
Yeah, I had 2. I worked out last year, like right when the COVID happened, and then once again this year, back in like May or something like that, I believe.
You spoke several times about showing that you still have it.
Yeah.
Is there a sense of,
Never lost it.
is there a sense of feeling disrespected by the teams that have passed on you, or does that make you play with a chip on your shoulder?
Yeah, it does. I mean, I feel like, at a certain point, you have like a little bit of pride, and that's kind of one of the things I learned this offseason that, obviously, yeah, you have done, things in this league, good things, whatever, good, bad, or whatever. But at the same time, what can you do for me now? That's kind of how this league works. And so, I kind of understood that, and it helped shape my mindset of, getting back into the league. It's like, they don't care what you did before. It's about what can you do right now. And, like I said, I wanted to come in and show that I still can do it. I've never lost it, to me. People can say different, but, if I believe in myself, that's all that matters, to me. So,
Alec, have you thought about life after football? And if so, what were you going to do?
Definitely thought about it. Had a lot of time to think about it this offseason, and last year as well. I can't say specifically what I would do, but, I definitely have, done stuff with like real estate and, just trying to, doing like private equity stuff like that, kind of doing different things, just trying to try out different things and, find something that, interests me, like I said, other than football. So, definitely part of some of the stuff that I've done was a lot of real estate deals and stuff like that. And, I'm just still learning, the game and what other interests I have, like I said, outside of the game. So.
You got kind of a reputation for making plays against Bears quarterbacks. You just keeping that going here in practice?
Well, I mean, I guess it's not a bad thing, I would say. It's only practice now. It's not like I'm on the other team now. So it's all good that, we on the same team now. But, obviously, like I said, I have had, quite a few interceptions against, Bears quarterback. And, I just hope now if I'm here, during the season that they don't throw to the other team. So.
Thanks, Alex. Good to meet you.